Taurus, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We are officially in Cancer season. Definitely good vibes, good energy. I love Cancer energy. It's super loving, supportive, nurturing, and we definitely need that. We definitely deserve it. There has been a lot going on lately, and you know, there's nothing better than some mama love, honestly, like just that value. I know you know, if we have a bad relationship or something like that, it can be a difficult connection, but that value of just, you know, even if it is about connecting with someone or something that really supports us in a authentic, holistic, non-judgmental way. That is really the best type of love, unconditional love, right? And we all deserve that. And that's what Cancer energy is really about, connecting with that value, whether it's from within ourselves, you know, or people that support that around us. And like I said, we need it. Things are changing. Pluto's in retrograde. It moved into Aquarius last November. It's setting the stage for the next 20 years. Situations are coming up that are really highlighting where change needs to happen, whether it's within ourselves or in our environment. And we're being forced to kind of learn some hard lessons, right? Lessons that are not easy, lessons that are about ourselves, i.e. Saturn in Aries. So it's not the most comfortable, but that's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles that we might be coming into. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, Taurus, especially if you have something on your heart or mind you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're looking for more of a realignment with self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are grounded in self, when we know ourselves, then we're more apt to manifest happiness, fulfillment, abundance into our life. When we're disconnected, it's way harder to do, right? And I would just love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it, Taurus. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Taurus, I'm hearing like you're trying to find your peace around something. Like, there's a part of you that like is kind of in observation mode, or I'm getting this energy of like just kind of watching how things shake out. I feel like you're not, I don't know, you're not like inclined either way. You're just watching, you're watching. And I feel like you're just, like you're trying to be okay with what is, right? Something, I don't know, like I do feel like something is manifesting in the background. Overarching energy for this week is to give it time. Ooh, it looks like someone told you something. And or you found something out, and it's making it easier for you to let go. But I also see this as it's like you're letting go, but you're also making other decisions that feel a little bit like you're rolling the dice, you know, like you're not really certain how certain things are going. Like you're kind of gambling around certain things that like I'm seeing you want, that you'd rather have, maybe right now is not necessarily the right time. I mean, it looks like you've made a choice regardless based on whatever this was that you found out, right? Like someone told you something, confessed something, you found out from the grapevine, etc. It just feels like whatever this was, it made it easy for you to walk away from someone, like someone who just wasn't really on the same page as you, you know? And it to me, I'm hearing like you found out through a conversation, like, and I don't even think like they divulged something to you. I feel like they casually said something and you're like, what? You know, like it just kind of shed a lot of light, right? I.e. someone just divulging something that probably you didn't see coming. And I feel like you are taking your time to really figure out like what this means for you. It does feel like something around this is difficult. It's kind of tormenting you. It's tormenting you because of what this experience is, how it actually shook out, you know? You thought that like you were giving someone the best pieces of you. Like I feel like it looks like you thought you were giving someone everything, you know, and they said something that conveyed not so much, you know. But here's the thing, I don't know, like I feel like you're taking it like they're manipulating you. That's how you're perceiving it, whether they are or not. It's not necessarily showing up as that. Maybe this is like you kind of testing them, seeing how honest they're being, because there's something around this where like they're trying to protect their happiness on some level. They're trying to create options, but I don't know, for them it looks like they just don't really have the emotional stamina. Whatever you're asking or requiring of them, 100% with that Knight of Pentacles, it's like they just don't have the stamina, you know? And I don't know. I think this is hard for you. I think this is harder for you than like maybe what you anticipated, because it does kind of feel like either you're being rejected or that's how you're taking it. I think like, but I don't know, like, because to me, this is also you seeing someone clearly, like their ability, what they can actually give. You know, we all want to believe that we can be the best version of ourselves, but sometimes when push comes to shove, when things come out, you know, it brings out different parts of ourselves that perhaps need healing. I don't know. It's moving this way for a purpose. There really does need to be some closure on some level, because it is preventing something that's actually really beautiful for you, Taurus, something that's really supportive, that's nurturing, that's healing. I feel like you're resisting it a little bit. Your energy does feel a little wild this week. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, 100%. Like, you're making steps through the conflict, like you're navigating through it, but you might not have a lot of reasoning behind what you're choosing, right? Because I do kind of see you taking some risks. I see that there's not a lot of communication back and forth. Like, it's almost like you're just like, oh, well, this is what it is, then I'm going to do this. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, there's no kind of like going back to the drawing board and rethinking, or like you're making some moves this week is what it shows, right? But I think that what you're trying to replace it with, what you're trying to bring back around, or what you're trying to cultivate, I don't know, it's just not being received for some reason. And here's the thing, silver lining that you do have is like everything moves in cycles, you know. There's ups and downs, there's backs and forths, you know, forward and backward, whatever. And that's that value, like, as much as it might feel like you're losing out on something in present time, like what was coming up, it's actually getting out of your way so you can receive something that is really beautiful and healing. It's just like you're not really interpreting it that way because it feels so shitty, right? Or especially if it is like some level of rejection or someone not really wanting to work on something or needing a little bit more space and time, etc. I don't think this is an end. Gossip does not affect me. Gossip is nothing but empty words produced by others' egos. Gossip only produces suffering, pain, and a distortion of reality. When I am balanced, I am not affected by others' opinions. And that's kind of what we have to, to me, I feel like that's kind of where you're taking some risks. There are people around you, situations around you that you feel like you will be judged by, or, that maybe you don't want to be rejected from. Maybe you do have some people who are really watching what your moves are going to be. You're used to being in control of this dynamic, and it doesn't really feel like that so much anymore because it does kind of look like someone's made their decision on some level trying to work with you-ish, but it's within their boundaries, right? And I don't know, this feels like it's their own stuff. That's what it feels like. It's their own stuff where they're limiting themselves. And it's not necessarily up to you. And so when we're in those situations, we really have to figure out how we're going to move on and take risks that actually could lead to something good. I am fully unique. Distractions lead me to create a false self. Only through acceptance of myself can I deliver my full potential in life. Every human being is unique, 100%, right? And I feel like sometimes that means that we do have to stand up. Sometimes we do have to make decisions that are out of step or out of character, seemingly for us, even though really that's not the truth. It's just this value of you protecting you as well. Because it also looks like you don't have a lot of wiggle room, and so you got to make the best decisions for yourself, right? Life is a celebration. I contribute to life. I feel and share love. I receive and give. I let others live in their own way. I just celebrate. And that's surrender, right? That's letting go. That's letting go of expectation, of judgments, of how we really want things to look when they just can't look that way. And honestly, like I said, it might feel out of step. It might feel not in your character that you would make certain choices, but this gamble is actually producing some really beautiful results. And I feel like you're going to be looking back on this going okay, well, that's why I had to walk away. And even if my reasoning wasn't rational in those moments, or it didn't feel that way, it was really your soul leading you out of this. So thank you so much for your time, energy, always. Taurus, I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I super appreciate you. Know I'm sending love and blessings your way.